Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Neek and this is Angelic Light. I'm back with another general reading, but today is going to be for fire signs. I don't usually do zodiac sign readings. I have never done that before, but I just want to try something a little different today. So I'm going to be tapping into fire sign placements. So if you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, south node, or north node, then this reading may be for you because that's what I'm going to be tapping into. And then throughout the week, I'm going to tap into the other zodiac signs. So water signs, earth signs, and air signs. Okay. And then y'all let me know how y'all feel about these. I also may start doing pick a cards. I don't know. I'm just doing things intuitively, but y'all let me know your input in the comments. All right. So I did do a pre-shuffle. If any of this tends to resonate with you, stick around. This reading may be for you. If it does not resonate for you, it's okay. But keep in mind that time doesn't exist at the level of energy. So if nothing resonates today, then check back later. It may resonate in the future. But if you do find anything to resonate in this reading, or you do find this reading to be useful, don't hesitate to like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video if you feel guided to, because that does help to push my videos out so that they can reach other people that may need to hear them, okay? So far from this pre-shuffle, what it seems to be revolving around fire signs is that y'all may be very distracted at this time. Y'all may be so distracted where your intuition is becoming blocked, because what I wrote down was disconnect to reconnect. That seemed like that may be the theme of your reading this at this point. Fire signs is disconnect to reconnect. So you may be surrounded by a lot of noise right now. What I mean by noise is like a lot of company, a lot of people are in your energy, or you have a lot of responsibilities. People are relying on you. A lot of people rely on you. That's what I'm getting. Um, it could be family with this blood ties here. It could be children. If you have children, whether they're actual children or they're adult children, but you have many people around you that are relying on you and they're pulling from your energy. But I'm also getting you're overgiving. You're overgiving. So boundaries are needed at this time. A lot of solitude as well, because I'm just getting a lot of distractions. So it may be something that you have planned for yourself or your career, or it's some sort of plan, some sort of mission, something that you want to do or accomplish that you have been working towards. But with all of this noise around you, you haven't been able to put as much energy and focus into that thing as you may want to because you're distracted. So there's a lot of distractions around you and a lot of obligation. I'm getting a lot of people pleaser energy as well from these cards. So spirit is wanting you to disconnect from the noise to reconnect with your intuition and your internal self, your inner voice, because it's too much noise external to you and you're not going to be able to hear your intuition with all of that surrounding you, and you constantly being engulfed with the needs of everyone else around you and neglecting your own needs. I'm just getting that so strongly. I'm also getting doom scrolling like on social media. So you may be on social media a lot. You may be, that's another form of noise, because especially with all of the, depending on what sort of content you're ingesting, it's a lot of fear mongering going around, and there's a lot of chaos, in the world today. And it's okay to stay, to keep yourself informed, but don't allow yourself to become consumed by it all. And I'm just getting that somebody just doom scrolling always on social media, whether it's posting or just scrolling, and it's taking up a lot of your time and your focus as well. It's also taking away your energy from, is depleting your energy depending on what sort of, again, content you're ingesting. And it's also taken away from the focus you could be putting on whatever, the focus you can be putting into whatever this thing is that you want to accomplish or that you're trying to work towards. I heard slow down. It has slowed down. You may have started working on this thing like with increased momentum in the beginning, but then over time you started to slow down because your focus started to get spread. It's just spreading. I'm getting somebody needs a vacation. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed, feeling like overcompensating for something and feeling like in prison, feeling confined, locked down, mental. It could be your thoughts as well. You could be overthinking certain things. But I'm also getting you're just putting more on you. Like a lot of what you're carrying is not necessary for you to carry. So I'm getting to reflect and actually look at all that you're holding on to, all that you're carrying, whatever that is for you, that's weighing you down and that's making you feel drained and stuck. And just take inventory and decide on what can be let go, what you can drop, what you can set down, because a lot of what you're carrying, I'm feeling, is not necessary for you to carry. You're overcompensating somewhere. I'm also getting triggers, so you may have been feeling triggered lately. Just a lot of this is around you staying consistent with yourself, keeping your promise to yourself, also disconnecting from the noise to reconnect with yourself. It's all about yourself, reconnecting. Also, mindful walking. So, getting out into nature, connecting with nature, helping you to ground, because I'm just getting that you're feeling unstable right now, fire signs. You're feeling very unstable. And a lot of it has to do with family relationships right now, family and relationship. Family and relationship. And you're needing a break. And it says, listen to your intuition. Your inner voice is the best friend you will ever have. Seek answers from deep within rather than just through your intellect. Mindful walking, putting your cares aside and focusing on the moment, being present. Fulfill your promise. Stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. And then 2121 is your angel number, energy levels. The day you are waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer. It's just about you getting closer. Somebody wanting to give up. I'm getting that energy as well. So we're going to look deeper into that. And then at the bottom of this deck too was entrapment. So pregnancy, money, heartstrings. I'm getting from that is that you feel that obligation. That's why it's so hard for you to drop the load of other people right now. It's because it's just no boundaries around your heart, babe. There's no boundary around your heart, fire signs, right now. For these people, I'm getting that is for, because y'all can be very fiery, like y'all can very like y'all can speak up and stuff, but with certain people or certain situations, it's like you have a soft spot. It's like these people that are draining you right now, you have a soft spot for, so it's hard for you to set a boundary or to protect your heart space when it comes to these people, and they're pulling on your heartstrings and you're feeling like they need you and you're feeling responsible. But you got to really take inventory. You got to really look at certain things and determine what is yours and, what's necessary for you to carry and what is not necessary for you to carry. What is not yours that you need to send back to whoever it's for. So I'm going to take entrapment out though. But what else for fire signs? Interlude. Yep. Pause. Look, timing for taking a pause. So I'm just getting the energy of somebody wanting to quit. Like you're just feeling overwhelmed right now. And don't quit, fire signs. You're closer than you think. All of these cards coming out about you being close to your goal. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm just feeling a lot of overwhelm. And a lot of times it could be like when you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like giving up is right before you get to the blessing. When it gets chaotic, it's like it's right before you get to the blessing. So don't quit. Take a break if you need to, but don't quit because you're closer than you think to whatever this goal is. Okay? What else, Spirit? For the fire signs. We have past happened. Some of you may be holding on to the past or finding it difficult to let go of the past. I'm also getting that another thing when I was talking about how these people, you have a soft spot for these people. I feel like it's also because of the history you have with these people. I'm getting heavy family though. Heavy on the family, divine feminine. So you may be going through a transformation, or you may be being guided to go through a transformation or surrender to a transformation where you're evolving. And that could also be why it's becoming unbearable for you to carry the burdens of these people is draining you more than normal, because your capacity, as you evolve, your capacity for the nonsense and for carrying the burdens of other people and for people pleasing and stuff, it starts to become less and less tolerable naturally. It starts to dwindle on its own naturally the more you evolve. Irreconcilable differences, divorce final. So it could be a marriage as well, or some sort of romantic connection that you feel kind of obligated to, that's making you feel triggered and drained. What else? What else for fire signs? Searching, looking for records online. Wish, hope, praying, yearning. And one more. I was trying to pull one, but financial support. And then we have meeting. 2 more people, discussions, planning. So yeah, for some of you is in relation to children. You could be dealing with court things, like it could be with a child's mother, a child's father. Others of you, it could be a marriage or romantic relationship that you're involved in that's draining you. For others of you, it's just family, like blood relatives that are draining you. But it's something about being like others depending on you, a codependency. There are many people around you that are very codependent on you. And if you don't have boundaries, it's going to drain you every time, fire signs. You have to have boundaries. Like, you got to put that fire into action. You got it in you. You got to put that fire into action, though, like to protect yourself and to keep, like it's not, you have your own things that you have to carry. You have your own baggage to carry. It is not, you're not the baggage handler. Okay. You're not supposed to be carrying everybody's baggage. So I just want to pull a few tarot cards to get a little deeper into what this could be. I'm going to look into this searching online. The wish, what's being wished and hoped for. And I want to look into this meeting as well. So, Spirit, clarify in a divine feminine. Clarify the divine feminine, Spirit. Oh, wow. Why is this in here? Anxiety. See, this was in this deck. This is definitely not supposed to be in this deck, but it's in there for a reason, because you may be experiencing anxiety. You may be feeling scared and panicked as well. Scared and panicked. This anxiety may actually be what's keeping you in this loop with these people where you're constantly being their savior, because you're anxious. You're feeling fearful when it comes to setting a boundary with these people or this person. You're feeling afraid of how they're going to react, or if they're going to pull away, or if things are going to change between you. That's what you're afraid of. But, it's like that fear of losing people or losing something. But what you should be most afraid of losing is yourself always. When you look at things from that perspective of being afraid of losing yourself, you will start moving differently. I promise you. When you fear losing yourself more than you fear losing other people, or you fear losing a job or a material possession, if you fear losing self more than losing anything else, you will move differently. So to clarify the divine feminine, the Empress came out. Yeah, look it. So this is a block here. This is what you're on your way to, divine feminine energy. So divine feminine, divine masculine, just divine energy. So your evolution, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Divine feminine and divine masculine energy it's in us. It's in men and women, okay? So when I'm talking about feminine and masculine energy, that's what I'm talking about. It's the energy. I'm not talking about your gender. So you're being pushed into divine feminine energy. You're being pushed into your higher self. I don't want to say push, you're being guided into evolving into your higher self, but you're blocked right now. You're blocked. See this? It says creative block. It says dependence on others, because all of these people that are depending on you, you're depending on them too. So it's like just a codependent dynamic that you have with these people. And it's keeping you in lack. It's keeping you in this state that, like, you're this stuck state where it's slowing your growth down. For some of you, it has completely stopped your growth because you're insecure. You're insecure. And that's where people pleasing comes from, is insecurity and fear, you know, insecurity of, people looking at you a certain way, or changing their views on you, or perceiving you a certain way, or being upset with you for choosing yourself or setting a boundary. That is insecurity. Because if you're secure within yourself, you would make the decisions that are best for yourself, no matter how anybody feels about it or thinks about it. And I know it's easier said than done, because I have come from there, but I am also on the other side now. So I can say this with confidence, that as you continue to put the work into yourself, to choose yourself, to set the boundaries for yourself, to remove what doesn't align with where you're headed, to remove what's holding you back. And sometimes you don't even have to fully remove certain people or things. You just have to limit it. Like, you have to lower the amount of access that you give to that person or that thing. Like, sometimes you don't have to completely cut it out. Now, for me, I've had to completely cut a lot of people and things out. That's just how my journey has panned out. But that's may not necessarily be the case for you. You may not have to fully cut out certain people and certain things in your life. You may just have to limit access. So you just take that how that applies. But it's insecurity. It's your insecurity that's keeping you stuck. That's keeping you in this people-pleasing energy. That's keeping you over-giving. That's keeping you chained and bound to these family dynamics and to these these obligations that are not your responsibility. And then at the bottom, look, Six of Cups reverse, stuck in the past, naive. It's like lack of growth. It goes back there, lack of growth. These people are going to keep you in this very naive state, this very immature state. And I don't mean immature and like, you just, I don't mean immature like in a negative way. I just mean immature like childlike, like a child that is still like underdeveloped. They're going to keep you in this state of being underdeveloped. Like, they're going to stall your growth and your evolution mentally and emotionally as well, because they're stuck and you're carrying the load for them. You're stabilizing them. So if you're stabilizing them, when do you have time to stabilize yourself? And if you're stabilizing them, that's because you're at a advanced level emotionally and mentally. You're more mature than them in these areas. That's why you're able to stabilize them, but they cannot stabilize you because you are more evolved. Which means that if you're more evolved than them, and you're constantly focusing on stabilizing them and keeping them in a place of peace and serenity and things, but you're not focusing on your own growth, you're not going to grow. You're going to stay in that same spot, and you're going to continue to be a supply. That's literally what I heard. I wasn't even going to say supply. I was going to say, damn, I can't even remember what I was going to say now. Like a stabilizer. That's what I was going to say. But supply, I heard that so loudly. So some of these people, some of these people may have like, maybe have narcissistic tendencies. Okay. But either way, look, and that's confirmation. Phone just vibrated. Either way, these people are draining you and they're keeping you stuck. And then at the bottom, again, it's 10 of Pentacles. It has to do with family. You may be financially providing for these people. I heard parents. You may be financially caring for your parents. Boundaries, fire signs. Boundaries. What else? Okay, so that's clarified. That's clarified. Okay, what else I want to clarify? Clarify this irreconcilable differences. Actually, that's, yeah, clarify this irreconcilable differences first. We have Three of Pentacles reversed. Misalignment, disharmony. So you're just not in harmony with these people. It's no teamwork. It's one-sided connections. That's it. A lot of one-sided connections. Let me write that down because I'm going to put a post up on my community page for you guys. And I'm going to do a little recap. But yeah, you're involved in could be three one-sided connections, but even if it's not three, it's just many people around you, many energies around you that are one-sided. They're takers. You have too many takers in your energy. And clarify this wish, hope, praying, yearning. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. You're praying for release. You're hoping for release. Taking a break. Finally saying no. Freedom. You're hoping and praying for freedom. So you want that. So fire signs, you're aware. You're aware that this is draining you. And you're aware, or these people or this situation or whatever it is, you're aware that it's draining you. And you're aware that you're very self-aware. That's what I'm going to say. You're very self-aware in this case, where you know that you're people pleasing. You know that you're saying yes at times when you really want to say no. You know that you're locked down. You're not speaking up. Your throat chakra being blocked. You know that it's draining you. You know that it's not making you feel good. And you want to build the courage. You want to get to that point where you're able to say no with confidence, where you're able to, put yourself first, and you're able to do what you want and live the life that you decide you want, and live the life that you decide you want to live, free of guilt, despite how these people will feel, because they will. These people that you're around, they will really take offense. If you take a step back and you go into solitude for a little bit and you stop reaching out for a while, or you become inaccessible for a little bit of time because you're trying to recalibrate yourself and reground yourself, these are the type of people that will literally take offense to that. They will take it personally. Even if you told them, I just need some time to myself, they will still take it personally. Even if they don't come out and literally say, I'm taking this personally, or I feel a way about it, they may come out and say, oh, okay, I understand, I'll give you space, but still keep hitting you up. That's showing that they don't respect you. That's showing that they don't respect your boundaries. They're overstepping them. I'm getting that literally has happened to some of you, where you have said, I just need some time away, or I need some time to myself. I need a break from socializing, or whatever the case is. And certain people have said to you that they understand or they respect it, but they continue to text you, or they continue to call your phone, or they continue to ask you for stuff. Like, they're still not respecting your need. But they expect you to carry their burdens, and they expect you to be their bridge to peace and serenity. Absolutely not, fire signs. Tap into that fire, baby. Tap into that fire, because these people playing. They're playing in your face, a family or not. I don't care who it is. They're playing in your face. And at the end of the day, you're literally taking yourself out. I mean, we all got to go, at some point, but you speeding up the process by doing this to yourself. But you know that with this wish here and this Ten of Wands reverse, you want to let go of the burdens. You want to drop them. You want to do what's best for you, and that's why you're praying. Some of you are religious. Some of you don't. Some of you are religious. Some of you don't subscribe to any religion or any type of spirituality or title or anything like that. But you're praying, or you're yearning, or you're thinking, you're manifesting, whatever term you use. You know that you want to be in this Ten of Wands reverse. You're just not there yet. Okay, and then I want to clarify what else I said. I know the meeting. Yeah, you're financially supporting these people. I'm about to clarify this meeting. What's this meeting? Because that meeting could be 2 or more people meeting behind your back. Look, High Priestess. Tap into that intuition. It's a mystery. It's something you don't know. Some sort of... Listen to your inner voice, y'all. This High Priestess is talking about your inner voice, but you can't hear it with all of the noise. So you have to get into solitude. Tell me more. Nine of Pentacles reversed. A guarded workaholic, hustle and grind, jealousy, envy, financial setbacks, living beyond means, superficiality. Clarify more, Spirit. Clarify more for this meeting. Two of Pentacles reversed. The meeting... The meeting is what your spirit team. Your spirit team said, hey, they calling you for a meeting, fire signs. They calling you for a meeting. Because this Nine of Pentacles in this reverse and this Two of Pentacles reverse is talking about being overcommitted. It's talking about being a workaholic. Some of you may be overworking to compensate. Overworking to overcompensate for these people, to help to care for them. Again, I'm getting parents. I'm also getting romantic connections. You're trying to take care of everybody. So you're killing yourself, babe. You're killing yourself trying to take care of everybody. Your spiritual team is calling a meeting. They're calling a meeting. You may have even been getting signs about it, but if you're so focused on the external, what's going on around you, you're not able to hear the messages. That's why this reading is so prominent on tapping into your intuition, cutting out the noise and the distractions for a little bit so that you can tune into, disconnect to reconnect. Your spirit guides are trying to reach you. They want to talk to you. You're too open. You're too open. Like your energy is too open to these people, and they're taking they're taking their feel. They're taking their feel and they're leaving you drained. Your spiritual team wants to talk to you. Yep. You're struggling to juggle this. This is like literally taking you down, fire sign. So that's the message here. Your guides want to talk to you. If you want deeper information about this and the assistance for your specific journey, your spiritual team is waiting for you to reach out. Your spiritual team, God, higher power, your higher self, whatever, the universe, whatever higher power you believe in is trying to reach you, but you cannot get the messages if you are so distracted by the outside noise. And these people want to keep you distracted because you being distracted is benefiting them. But you tapping it, you disconnecting to reconnect will benefit you. And it won't benefit them because they're not going to have you. This is important. They're not going to have as much access to you as they have right now. And the access that they have to you right now is it's like no limit to it. They just have you're just wide open, fire signs. You're wide open. So tap into your higher power. Your spiritual team, connect with your spiritual team, your guides, your higher power. Speak, listen to your intuition, your inner voice, follow that. Take some time in solitude. Cut out the noise. Tell people I need a break. Shut your phone off. Go on do not disturb for a little bit. Take a break from social media. Get outside, touch some grass. Connect with people that are high vibrational, that can uplift you and support you as well, that can pour into you. Actually take inventory of the people in your life that you are really close to and that you know that you're pouring into. Are they pouring back? Take inventory of your connections and relationships. Do they feel like they're equal? Do they feel like they're balanced? Do they feel like they're aligned? Why or why not? These are the type of questions you have to ask yourself and be honest. Why do I keep overgiving? Why do I keep putting myself through this cycle? Am I afraid? If I'm afraid, what am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of that thing? These are the questions you have to ask yourself to dig deeper. So solitude, nature, present moment, intuition, disconnect to reconnect, fire signs. Okay? So that's the reading. I know it'll reach whoever it needs to reach. And until the next reading, namaste.